everybody, welcome to an exciting opportunity where I have the honor to introduce our newest gunslinger, our new 67th Cyberspace Wing Command Chief, Chief Master Sergeant Joshua Sjoholm. Josh, welcome to the 67th Cyberspace Wing.
Yeah, thanks so much, Lance. I really appreciate what you've done for the team.
Yeah, no, this is exciting. So I'm not sure how much you've gotten to know. I know we've been doing turnover. You've been in learning mode. Sometimes it can be a little bit like a fire hose, but it's going to be great as you continue to learn about this incredible wing, this incredible culture that the gunslingers have. But one of the things that we've done in recent years is try to grow our social media presence. Yeah. It's been great to be a part of it. But you know, being a geographically separated wing, all over, gunslingers doing great things. This is just a great way to highlight those amazing, talented airmen in the 67th. But also another way to connect us a little bit, you know, outside of the confines of the job that we're in every day. But a chance now for you to introduce yourself. So I'd love to kind of turn over to you, and if you could maybe tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, but first and foremost, what's the way that we can make sure we accurately pronounce your name?
Yeah, that's funny, right? I've lived with this name my whole life. So I respond to Chief with a pause because people don't know what to say. I respond to any variations of how people think it should be said. But if you want to say it correctly, if you change the J to an H, Sjoholm, like you're showing a home, Sjoholm. It's a good, strong Swedish name. But again, no one's going to offend me if they miss the mark. But Sjoholm is how you pronounce it.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you for that. We will make sure I'd always, with Colonel Picklesheimer, I'd run to the MC ahead of time of whatever ceremony and be like, hey, make sure you don't mess up his name. And then maybe Colonel Picklesheimer can do that for you for the ceremonies. But it's nice to know you have a lot of grace to let us get to know you. So would love to learn just a little bit more about who you are. If you're willing to share where you were born, where'd you grow up, family, pets, what's important to you?
Yeah, absolutely. So born and raised in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Phenomenal childhood. Love the Packers, love cheese, all the trappings of Wisconsin life. Joined right out of high school, so a couple months after graduation. So at 18 years old, I'm married. Met my wife Amy in Las Vegas. We've been together for just over 16 years now. So she's been on this Air Force journey with me. 2 cats, Jake and Max, little black dudes that think they're Panthers, but and then it's just our house. So yeah.
I had the awesome opportunity to get to know Amy as you guys were transitioning, and you guys are a powerhouse team, powerhouse couple. We have 2 cats too. It's like the opportunity to transition, made in heaven. We're just so excited to help welcome you to the team, and Amy I know is a big support for you.
Oh yeah.
So you're in the Air Force. You've been in the Air Force for how long?
24 years.
24 years, okay.
This month, actually.
All right, so came in right out of high school. What led you to the Air Force?
I wish I had an inspiring story. I wish I could tell you that there was a light bulb moment, but the reality is I loved Wisconsin, but I wanted to see something else. And so I joined the Air Force kind of almost on a whim. I saw a movie called Enemy of the State. It's where Gene Hackman's chasing Will Smith with satellites. And I told the recruiter, I was like, I want to do that. I want to chase people with satellites. And so it came in as an imagery analyst, a 1-on-1, and then ended up doing Reapers and Predator drones. So in a weird roundabout way, with no skill on my part whatsoever, I kind of chased people with satellites. And the rest is history, and now I'm here.
Yeah, awesome. Wow. That's a great movie. It's a classic. Yeah, it's Gene Hackman, Will Smith. I think it's a Jerry Bruckheimer.
It sounds like it. It's got the soundtrack for it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's an awesome movie. All right, so outstanding career. I know we're going to get to know you and learn about your extensive operational experience as a sensor operator, Reaper operator, imagery analyst before that. When you're kind of growing up through the ranks in the Air Force, first of all, did you always envision yourself to be a chief, and then on top of that, command chief?
No, definitely not. My aspiration. So I got in a bit of trouble as an airman, like some of us do, and so thankfully, by the grace of a lot of people, I was given some mentorship and opportunities to grow. And so at that stage in my career as an airman, I was the goal was Master Sergeant, Operations Superintendent, and that was going to be peak Air Force for me. And I was able to do that, and it was pretty peak. It was awesome being an Operations Superintendent of an Operations Squadron. But yeah, never expected to be a chief, and then certainly never expected to be a command chief. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, every day, we get a chance to put on this uniform. I try to remind myself, how blessed we are, how fortunate we are, and what an honor it is to serve. And you're coming to the best wing in the Air Force, like the
I agree.
67
Yeah.
Cyberspace Wing, and incredible mission.
Tip of the spear.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so to help us get to know you maybe a little bit more, are you willing to share maybe a leadership philosophy or anything that you that you have or that has helped you kind of grow throughout your career?
Yeah, I struggle with that. There's so many pithy leadership philosophies out there and so many books on leadership. I think if I had to narrow it down, it's probably just extreme trust. What I have learned over just over a decade of leading human beings is that 99% of people want to do good, and are especially airmen, right? All airmen are phenomenal human beings, and so I have learned that if I trust people, they will rise to the occasion. And usually if they make a mistake, it's because either I didn't communicate effectively, or they tried and they just missed the mark, but they did it honestly with a full heart. And so I found that if I trust my people, they will take care of the mission.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you shared early on in your career you didn't envision yourself as a chief and a command chief now, but trust and just how important that is. When you look back at your career and kind of how you grew through the Air Force, when you look back, is there a lesson that you learned that stands out to Chief Master Sergeant, Command Chief Josh Sjoholm, a lesson that has been invaluable to you now as a leader?
Yeah, a lot of lessons, more than we have time for, certainly. But I think the number one that I usually share with folks is, if I could talk to myself as a younger man, I would tell myself to slow down, and spend more time with my peers, socialize more, kind of smell the roses. Life happens so quick, these careers. So I've been in for 24 years, but I'll tell you, being here at Lackland has been magical because, driving around with you, I see where I went to BMT, and it's like I was there yesterday. It's, I can remember walking off the bus and getting screamed at. And then 24 years later, a blink of an eye, I'm here again as a chief. And so I would say, I would tell myself to slow down and enjoy the ride more, look around.
Absolutely. Stop and smell the roses.
Stop and smell the roses.
No, that's awesome. We were driving around and we saw some BMT airmen in training getting yelled at. I think we agree they're having a bad day, but before long they're going to be the next Chief Sjoholm.
In the blink of an eye.
Yeah, blink of an eye. All right, so we're going to do some rapid fire questions.
Great.
It's just a chance to get to know you a little bit more. All right, so favorite genre of music?
Probably pop.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Favorite band?
In honor of some good old friends of mine, I'm gonna have to say Nickelback.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah,
I like Nickelback. They're classic. Favorite subject in school?
Math. But I'm not very good at it. Yeah, it's a sad story.
Yeah. It's something you use every day. We all use. Least favorite subject in school?
English.
English. Yeah. All right. Last book you read?
Not Enemy of the State. It was the Hacker in the State.
Oh, the Hacker in the State. Yeah,
the
we
one
talked
you
about that.
recommended,
Yeah, that was a good book. You and I are blessed to have these experiences in this awesome wing. But the one thing we have in common is we had never served in the 67 before. So, thanks for taking me up on some light reading to get.
Yeah, no, it was eye opening. But that was the last book I read.
Awesome. What do you and Amy? What do you do to recharge?
Yeah, so we love. We're kind of homebodies. I'm a professional extrovert, as we've said several times, and so I love hanging out with folks. But when we recharge, we love building Legos, and so we've got a whole Lego room. We've got the giant Millennium Falcon. We're still getting it unpacked, but I think it made the move intact. We'll find out in a couple days here. But video games. I love to run, and then other than that, just relaxing, watching shows. Like I said earlier, we watch Big Bang Theory and Friends kind of on a loop in our house. So.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, saw you, with the moving truck and moving in, and hopefully you yelled pivot, pivot, pivot. Yeah. That's a Friends reference.
Yeah.
Awesome. So do you play any sports, or did you play any sports growing up?
No, so I did track in high school. I'm not very coordinated, so for me, running in a straight line is probably as good as it's going to get. But I enjoy, whatever the team is doing.
Yeah, awesome. You mentioned Enemy of the State as a movie that kind of piqued your interest very early on in life. It's help get you on a path that led you towards the Air Force. But if you were to sum up your favorite movie of all time, what is that?
Oh, Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and
Hands down,
Stitch.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, awesome. I think you said you saw the new one, and
It's great.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it. What's your favorite quote?
My favorite quote. It's probably somewhere in the Man in the Arena quote. I know it's overused, but I think it's marred by dust. Don't judge those unless you're willing to be in the arena.
Yeah, absolutely. That definitely resonates with me. And you talked about, sometimes we get so focused on the job, on the mission, that, when we're taking care of airmen, sometimes we neglect our obligation to take care of our teammates, our peers, and, trying to make sure we spend more time with those we serve with.
Absolutely.
Man in the Arena, in recent years, I've thought about how, those that are in the arena with us and how important it is to grow those relationships too.
Yeah, all the the pictures that have the quote of the Man in the Arena, it's almost never just one person in the arena. It's a group.
Absolutely. All right, last rapid fire question. Do you like jokes? Do you like dad jokes?
Yeah, of course.
You got any good ones?
No, so I should have some at the top of my tip of my tongue, but I'm drawing a blank, man. I'm so sorry.
No,
I do usually have a repertoire of good dad jokes.
One that I shared with the little people in my life that they at least enjoyed was, why did the baby chicken cross the road? To get to his peeps. But,
That's great.
they like it.
That's
All right.
great.
So, Josh, you're about to embark upon a journey as the 67 Cyberspace Wing Command Chief that very few have been on before. You're the 17th Command Chief for the 67 Cyberspace Wing.
It's pretty awesome.
It's a tradition of honor, a legacy of valor that goes back. As you've learned about the wing, you've already grown this deep appreciation and admiration for this history that goes back to before the Air Force even began, throughout all the conflicts. We've been called different names. We're a intelligence wing, an information operations wing, we're a network warfare wing, but today we're a cyberspace wing. As we kind of wrap up here, what message do you have for the gunslingers as their new chief, their command chief for the 67 Cyberspace Wing?
Yeah, not every wing has operators that wear wings. It's easy to take that for granted, especially, if you're in a wing like this where everybody's kind of tip of the spear. And so the message I have is one of gratitude. I'm grateful to be part of this team of warriors executing operations daily, and I cannot wait to get out there and meet everyone.
Yeah, it's amazing when you get a chance to just be in awe of the Air Force, and a lot of times we get so busy on the mission and things that are changing, but sometimes the Air Force hits home runs, and your selection for the 67 Cyberspace Wing is exactly that. It's not just a home run; it's a grand slam. You are the perfect chief for this job. You're the perfect chief to lead our airmen into what's to come, and we don't know what that is. We prepare every single day to fight in, from, and through cyberspace, but I am certain you're going to be the command chief that's going to lead our airmen to the continued success and beyond that they've ever achieved before. And I'm excited to support you from afar, to be a friend and a teammate as you, Amy, and the 67th continue to do the great things that it does for our nation. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, you too, man. Well, hey, I just want to thank you. Right, so obviously we said goodbye to you last week, and it felt like several goodbyes, but ultimately, what you have done for the gunslingers got us here, and I will work every day to continue on that tradition that you gave to us. So, thank you.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Congrats. All right, teammates. Your Command Chief, 67 Cyberspace Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Joshua Sjoholm.